All right, these are some of the questions that people have sent in. So we are going to answer them. What is your favorite brand of bull rope?
MX bull ropes. It's what I ride with. It's what I've rode with the majority of my career.
Why do you like them?
It's prevented me from getting hurt a bunch of times. So.
Okay. What advice would you give someone starting out in rodeo or bull riding?
Don't straight up enter a rodeo. Go to practice pins first. Oh.
What is your biggest challenge that you have overcome in bull riding?
In the beginning, I used to get in my head a lot, so being able to learn to stay out of my head was a difficult one.
Now you gotta watch the live too in case somebody types in a question there.
That's what my eyes keep darting over to.
Don't do that. There you go.
That's what my eyes keep looking over to, is the live and then back to the other one.
What do you need starting out in bull riding?
Helmet, vest, rope, glove, chaps.
What about spurs?
And spurs, yeah. Sorry. In the beginning, it took me 2 rodeos to get my first spurs because I really didn't think to get spurs in the beginning.
Well, your mother had the philosophy of letting you use other people's gear until we knew you were going to stick with it.
Well, yeah.
So we didn't have a bunch of gear laying around the house that you didn't use no more.
Yeah.
What type of helmet do you wear?
Too tough. I've taken a lot of hits with my Too Tough helmet, and it's protected my head a lot, so I'm sticking with Too Tough for a while.
How often do you travel for bull riding?
Almost every weekend. I get maybe 1 to 3 weekends off a month. Maybe.
A month? There's only 4 weeks in a month.
I get very little time off. I travel 12 months out of the year. Almost every weekend. I got 2 rodeos this weekend.
One next weekend.
One next weekend, and then 2, I think 2 the weekend after that.
Yeah. What has been your favorite rodeo that you have done since you have been bull riding?
My favorite, don't happen no more because Mike Moore passed away, but H-Volume was one of my favorites. Mike Moore was always a really sweet guy. That was definitely one of my favorites.
What is your must-have for traveling?
Earbuds. A driver. There's a lot of answers to that question, but probably definitely gonna be a driver, a traveling partner / driver. Definitely.
What do you listen to before you ride to pump you up?
I have a whole playlist of pump up songs, but one of my favorites is Rank 1 by Roosevelt Road.
What is your favorite Beck's sunglasses?
So I don't butcher the name here. They're called the Novas. They come in 3 different colors. They're the next pair I'm ordering after mine finally wear out. But I've had mine for almost a year now, and they're still going awesome. So,
well, the one good thing about Beck's is also
their lifetime
warranty.
Yeah, their lifetime warranty. So, but yeah, I love my baby boards that I got in Texas last year.
Who is your favorite all-time PBR bull?
Favorite of all time? I'm a little biased here, but bootdaddy.com. Definitely Boot Daddy.
Just a little biased because you know where he stands?
Hey!
A little bit?
Just
because you go and visit him?
Just a little biased.
Just a little bit. No, we're actually doing a Q and A.
I have like 30 some questions I have to answer. Well, I don't have to. I'm doing it. So. One's live and the other one's
Recording.
just recording for YouTube.
All right. Who would you have to say is your biggest inspiration to help you during your bull riding?
Who was my biggest inspiration?
That helps you during your bull riding.
That's a tough one. There's so many people that's helped me through the years that I've been riding and everything. There's so many people. Probably gonna be Brian Turmo, Clay Guyton, or John Crimber. Definitely. 100%.
What about Ezekiel?
Well, Ezekiel Mitchell. Like I said, there's like 80 options for that answer because there's so many people that's helped me throughout the years, and there's so many people.
What is your must-have for bull riding?
Must-have?
Mm-hmm.
A good traveling partner. Definitely. Traveling by yourself can get very lonely sometimes.
What was your favorite world championship that you have done?
IMBA. 100%. That was the funnest one. I had so many friends there, which I also had friends at the YBR, but IMBA was funnest for me.
What is it like rodeoing all year long?
The best way to describe it is being able to see the world, though, because I'm on the road so much, I'm going to so many different places. It gives me an ability to see stuff differently.
Well, also with homeschool, you also get
Yeah, with
learning
homeschool, gives me different learning opportunities, different places.
Like
to
in
see
Utah.
Stuff. Yeah, Ogden, Utah, Abilene, Texas. It's given me an opportunity to be able to do a lot.
How is it traveling and rodeoing with a little brother? A barrel racer actually sent this one in with twin little brothers.
That's interesting. I don't think I could handle twin Tylers.
No.
Yeah,
No twins.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could handle twin ties. But it's interesting because you never know what he's going to say or do. So it gets interesting. It's really fun. It keeps me company a lot.
What does your friends and family think about you bull riding? About your bull riding?
Most of my friends are bull riders, so they all support me and they all love me. My family, they support me and they love the sport. Some parts of my family are a little bit more cautionary about it, but they all support me 100%.
What would you say to someone who is looking for sponsors?
Be yourself. Just ride to the best of your potential and be yourself. 100%.
What about attitudes?
Yeah, you gotta have a good attitude, what's the right phrase for it? You gotta have a good attitude, a good mentality.
Work ethic.
You gotta know what you're doing.
What about how to answer questions?
Yeah, you gotta answer them politically correct. You gotta answer them the correct way. You can't say something stuff.
So your favorite politically correct answer that when that one interviewer asked you about the presidents?
Both candidates have potential, but I think J.V. Mooney would also make a very good president.
I think that was the best answer you've ever gave.
One of my favorite answers, at least.
What made you Mustang?
When I was 8 years old, I started training wild Mustangs, and from there it kind of took off. And back in 2020, when I started riding bulls full-time, that's how the name kind of stuck.
What switched you from doing the extreme Mustang makeovers to bull riding?
This is going to be kind of hard not to cry. When I was 8, my first Mustang did's name was Captain Jack Sparrow. He was my love, my happiness. I love that horse, my whole heart. You could blindfold him and shoot a gun right beside his head. At 11 months old, he was awesome. I love the horse. He passed away November 28th, 2019. And I lost my passion for doing the makeovers and everything. I couldn't bring myself to do another makeover horse.
So you went from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, one extreme to the other extreme. Just switched them.
Just switched them out, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you kind of answered this question already. How did you get started bull riding?
My uncle, Brian Tormeyer, otherwise known as T3 Bucking Bulls. He owned bucking bulls. He owned minis back when I was real small, and when his son was small riding mini bulls. So I kind of got on mini bulls back when I was real young. I started out on sheep because my mom was a rodeo secretary and an EMT, paramedic or EMT?
Intermediate, but it's pretty much ALS provider.
ALS provider, sorry. Had to make sure I get your credentials right. She was an ALS provider, and my dad works back pins now, but he was a funny man clown and still is currently. But so I started out in sheep when I was 3 or 4, real young, and then
Actually, you were on sheep when you were still an
okay,
infant.
I'm sorry. I don't remember until I'm at least 4. Okay, anything below 4, you cannot ask me to remember. I don't have that great a memory. But I kind of started there, and then slowly worked my way from sheep to mini bulls, all the way up to the big bulls I get on now.
What is your biggest regret bull riding?
This question's the easiest one in the bunch, I guarantee you. In the beginning, when I would go to practice pins, they would try to get me on more practice bulls to challenge myself to help me get better. I would tell them, no, I don't want to. You're going to regret it one day. No, I won't. No, I won't. That's my biggest regret. Not getting on more practice bulls, not getting on the bulls in the beginning, because I could be way better than I am now and farther in my sport, in this sport of rodeo, if I would have done more, got on the practice bulls.
So what do you say if a stock contractor comes to you at a rodeo saying, hey, I got this new bull, I need it expoed, what could you do it?
Yes, ask mom and dad. Because legally, for another 2 years, they have to ask you before I can get on the bull.
We already have a signed set of stock contractors. If they come to you, they already have permission.
Yeah. What's my next question, ma'am?
What is your rituals that you do before you ride?
Oh, this is tough. I don't really have a certain ritual. Yes, I have bull rider superstitions. You don't wear yellow. You don't put your hat on a bed. You don't do certain stuff. So yes, I am superstitious a little bit there. It's rodeo superstition. But rituals would probably be, I don't really have special rituals. I kind of just keep to myself most of the time and try to just keep to myself, stay away from a lot of people, just kind of chill out, wait on my ride.
What about praying and reading your Bible?
That's every time. You pray, you read your Bible. I pray, I read my Bible.
Listen to your pump up music. Eat your gummy bears.
Yeah. And my honey buns.
And your honey buns.
Gummy bears and honey buns.
We've learned with him that if he rides, if he covers, we give him a honey bun.
Yeah.
So we bribe him with honey buns.
The backstory on that is, there used to be a bull named Cookie Dough. I don't remember it because I was too young, but there was a bull named Cookie Dough. Mom loved him and everything. He was sponsored by Little Debbie. This is for real. He was sponsored by Little Debbie because he loved honey buns. If you wanted a better score, you'd have a honey bun wrapper in your hand and crinkle it while you ride. So he was addicted to honey buns, and I love honey buns. I love honey buns because they're delicious. So that's where they got the idea, and it kind of tricked.
It started off as a joke, and now it's like
it's a full-on thing.
Now when he covers, he's like, all right, where's my honey bun?
Yeah, now it's just a full-on real thing. It started as a joke, and now we've turned it into a real thing.
How do you work on your bull riding, and what do you do at home to help with your bull riding?
when I'm not at home or at a rodeo, I'm usually at a practice pen getting on practice bulls whenever I can. I try to go to as many practice pens and get on as many practice bulls as I can to help me get better, because that's the best way to get better is get on the practice bulls. Do it that way. But at home I have my hoverboard, balance stuff, and
Your basketball.
Stand on my basketball, exercise. That's mostly what happens. That's mostly what I do.
What about clinics?
I've been to multiple clinics put on by Brian Tomeyer, Colt Gavin, but my favorite one I've been to so far has been Gary LaFew last November 2nd and 3rd of last year. That was my favorite one. I had a lot of fun at Gary LaFew.
What about David Barry?
I've not been to David Barry yet, but I'm waiting to go. Hi, Miss House.
Could you do me a favor? Is there a chair right here?
No, ma'am.
Could you turn around over and give it to me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, hold on 1 second. We'll be right back. We're doing Q and A for YouTube and Facebook Live. I mean, TikTok Live. While he takes his break, if y'all have any questions that you want answered, send them on in. We are here at the rodeo. As you probably hear a bunch of people and them tilling up the rodeo arena right now, getting stuff ready for the rodeo tonight. A lot of yelling already. Some bulls are already here. Hi, everybody on TikTok. But like he was saying, he has a rodeo tonight. We're in Bluntville, Tennessee tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to be in Wingate, North Carolina with the SJBRA.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't. The battery, I don't know how to put it in.
The battery's out of it, so Owen's putting the battery in it.
Battery's out of it?
Yeah, Olin said the battery was out or something, so he's getting it for me. Over here. Sorry.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay,
Alright.
back to our life. And Q and A. What question were we on?
Clinics, David Barry.
I've not been to David Barry's yet, but I think I'm going in late April. I think that's when it's set up. It's either April or May. I have to look at the dates on the calendar. I have so many rodeos that kind of just get confused a lot.
We have to have a planner just for rodeos, don't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
Who all do you travel with?
Mom, Dad, Tyler, and a couple of my buddies every once in a while, but mainly Mom, Dad, and Ty.
What do you say to someone who wants to start bull riding, but they're on a strict budget?
In the beginning, if you can use your buddy's gear. In the beginning, if you can use your buddy's gear, you borrow people's stuff if you can. In the beginning.
What about like if you're on a budget and you don't have the money to go out here and buy like a $2,000 buck and barrel to work at home, or if you don't have bulls?
I don't have bulls in my backyard or a buck and barrel in my backyard. Brian used to have a buck and barrel, and then I think Rusty got it.
I don't.
Rusty, one of the guys got it, and then whenever Brian has practice bulls, well, pretty much every Wednesday, Brian almost used to buck bulls a lot till it got colder. So I used to go almost every Wednesday. Sometimes when we didn't have church every Wednesday, but when we had church, he would do it on like Thursdays or Sundays. So I'd go get on practice bulls as much as I can during the week.
Or on Sundays.
Yeah, I
Or
said
Saturdays.
Thursdays or Sundays.
Oh, someone's live doing a bunch of loves. What does your family do to help you with your bull riding?
They've been there to support me since day one.
That youngin'.
They've been there to support me since day one. They've been there to help me throughout the way.
They've been a disappointment since day one.
No, they've been there to... No, Miss House. No.
I wanted to enunciate that.
No. They've been there to support me since day one.
What do you think about coaches? And would you
I-
recommend them or
Yes,
discourage them?
100%. I'd recommend getting a good coach. In the beginning, I listened to the wrong people, and that's a whole nother story for another time. But I have good coaches now, such as Brian Turmeyer, Silas Turmeyer, John Crimber, Clay Guyton, Josh Guyton, Cody Adams, Ezekiel Mitchell. The list goes on.
You have a ton of people that help you.
There's a lot of people that help me. So I have some great coaches, a lot of people who help me. So I'd recommend finding someone who knows what they're doing, a good coach.
And when you say find someone who knows what they're doing, do you mean like someone who has like a 1 year of experience or someone with like multiple years of experience?
Personally, I'd go with someone that has multiple years of experience. Personally, that's my preference, but I would go with someone that knows what they're doing, someone who's been there.
And done that.
Done it, yeah. Been there, got on the bulls, been to a lot of rodeos if possible.
You know, coming back to favorite PBR bulls of all time, you forgot somebody. HD, heavy dose.
Yeah, I forgot he bucked in the PBR.
Yes, he did.
Hey, now since he's back in the equation, Heavy Dose and Boot Daddy both are awesome bulls. Boot Daddy's retired. Heavy Dose unfortunately passed away last year. Unfortunately, sadly. So it's sad, but HD passed away last year, but Boot Daddy's still alive. I actually did a New Year's video with him.
What is your favorite bull that you have rode, that you've ever rode?
Chunky Monkey of T3 bucking bulls.
Hey, you bucking the little black ones tonight for sure. Well, one for sure.
What is your favorite all-time bull rider of all time?
Of all time?
PBR, PRCA,
Dang it!
all time favorite.
That's the,
Either currently riding or has
What
passed
time?
away or retired.
There's so many. I don't have a favorite one, but I think my top two are Jerome Davis and JB Mooney. I know JB and Jagger, they're both awesome. I know Jerome Davis. I've been to his house with the He Hates Your Fees. So they're both awesome guys. They're both really good guys. So.
I'll tell you how old I am. I remember when Ty Murray was still bucking and was young.
Mom, you don't look a day over 21.
Yeah, you're sucking up.
You have trained him well.
What do you want to do with your life?
I want to be a preacher. I want to open up a homeless shelter, and also I want to make it to the PBR and PRCA one day.
What would you say? What would someone find in your gear bag?
Oh.
So if someone picked up your gear bag and was looking through your gear bag
What
with
would
your
they find?
permission,
What-
what would they find?
There's a good chance they'd find candy, gummy bears, honey buns, bubble gum. They'll also find my Bible, 2 different Bibles, actually.
You have your Lane Frost
I have
Bible.
my Lane Frost Bible and then a normal Bible in there. And they're going to find a lot of rosin. A lot of rosin.
And then your helmet. And your robe.
My helmet, my normal gear, but also they're going to find a lot of rosin. More Lane Frost rosin than any.
Frost rosin.
Yeah, Frost rosin. Sorry.
How do you get your brother ready for rodeos? The same barrel racer with twin brothers asked this one too.
The thing about Tyler though is he's preloaded constantly. Like there's no stop button for him. He's energy 24/7. So the best way to do it is go at his speed and kind of just slowly walk with him. Slowly go forward.
But you also made him his own gear bag.
Yes, he has his own gear bag with his sheep gear. It also has a bunch of toys in it.
And you also bought him a Mr. Beast lunchbox that you fill with candy before rodeo.
Yeah, he also has his Mr. Beast lunchbox that has all his candy, and he also has multiple drinks, and he also has candy in my gear bag too. So.
Benefits of having an autistic brother, you learn little tricks and trades.
Oh yes, you learn a lot.
Where has been the longest rodeo that you have gone to and done?
Longest, Ogden, Utah, at the IMBA, because the fact is it was 4 days long.
It was a long drive too.
Yeah, it was. I think
Very
20. I think it was like 27 hours or something like
Yeah, 27 hours.
that. Yeah, close to that. She knows.
And let
the
me tell you, Nebraska.
exact- Nothing but cool. Yeah.
If you're planning to watch when you're driving through, you're gonna see a bunch of corn through Nebraska.
Yeah, that's all Nebraska really has.
Yeah.
On the drive to Utah is just corn.
So make sure you have some good music playing.
Yeah, she almost went crazy on the way to the IMBA.
A bunch of corn. What was the funnest thing that you have done that's not bull riding?
That's not bull riding.
Even though you talk about bull riding 24 hours a day, what's the funnest thing you've
I
done?
can't help it. It's in my blood. But the funnest thing is probably when I'm off, I get to spend time with my family. When at Ogden, Utah, at the IMBA, when I wasn't at the arena riding in the evenings, I was with Tyler doing fun stuff. Like we went to the train museum one day.
Dinosaur Park?
The dinosaur park. Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Or the airplane place, the military.
Oh yeah, the military aviation museum.
That was fun.
Yeah, that one was really cool. He got a couple little like that big jets and toys and stuff. So we had fun. I kept him entertained and we had fun with the deal.
I think one of the funnest things was walking
Dinosaur
around
Park.
Ogden.
Dinosaur Park.
Well, I was gonna say walking around downtown Ogden and looking at all the horses that they had painted up and finding that National Firefighter Memorial, the firefighters that died throughout the whole nation.
I was doing that for the night. Cool.
All right, I'll open the door for you.
I thought he was doing a deal in Pennsylvania tonight.
Here, answer that question.
Number 3. Who has helped me the most in my bull riding? That's a tough question because a lot of guys have helped me. But in that, I have to say Brian Tolmeyer has helped me the most. He's been there since day one to help me. 100%.
What is your favorite Bible verse that applies to your life?
Oh no.
What is your favorite?
Philippians 4:13. I can do all things. I'm gonna butcher this part. Through Christ who strengthens me. That probably says strengthen.
What is the one thing you would say made
Oh
you?
no, I knew this question was coming because I know who asked it too. The one thing that's made me who I am, my mom. She's been there to help me since in the beginning and everything. Think we have. My mom, God's been there to help me day one. I give him all the glory because he deserves all the glory. 100%. That's loud. We got one
What
more
would you
question?
say to someone who is being bullied, and how would you say?
I learned this
to
from
do
the
to help them?
makeovers. I learned this from doing the Extreme Mustang makeovers.
Also, that's what caused you to start doing makeovers. was
Yeah,
because you
I
were
was-
bullied in the beginning in school.
I was bullied in first grade to a point that's not okay at all. But I would honestly say kill them with kindness. It sounds cheesy, but kill them with kindness because eventually they're going to give up because they're going to realize the only reason someone bullies you is for one of three reasons. A, they're jealous. B, they have a bunch of other stuff going on in their life because you never know what's going on in someone else's life. So you never you don't know until you walk a mile in their shoes. So just kill them with kindness. 100%, ma'am.
What about telling other people about what they're doing?
Yes, that's the mistake I made is I didn't tell no one. I thought I could just keep it bottled up, and a lot of stuff happened. I'm not. Most of you know my life story, so you know, but a lot of bad stuff happened, and it got to a bad point. But yeah, if it's in school, tell a teacher. Outside school, tell parents. Tell someone. 100%.
So, what plans do you have for this year with bull riding?
My goals are to make it to the Yeti World Finals, the IMBA World Finals, the WCMB, and the YBR. And also go back to Chicken Hill, Boone Stockyard, Bull Riders and Outlaws, which I'm at currently, ride tonight. Then I got SJBRAs tomorrow.
Heck yeah, Dakota Slater.
Hey, Dakota. But yeah, that's my rodeo. So I have SJBRA this weekend, next weekend. Then I don't think I have one the weekend after. I think I have two. I think I have a Carolina, and then I'll be on.
BRNO.
I think so. I have to look at the calendar. I really don't know. But
got you buddy on.
Which one?
He got your buddy on the trailer. Which buddy, Dakota?
Which bull? 'Cause I'm curious now. Because it can be.
Oh, your favorite bull Dakota has. Shake.
Oh, Shake and Bake. Yeah. Shake and Bake's cool though. He wears out kinda and then just flipping goes right to it. He's a really cool bull. 100%.
Crash can be kind of psych.
Oh, they're talking about Crash. Of Lane Greens. He's cool.
I can't wait to watch Iceman Buck tonight. That's gonna be cool.
Now you know it'd be cooler is if I draw him. I need to get some. Honestly, he's not here, which also, I know how it sounds, but I wish Colt 45 was here again because I love that bull. He was so cool.
You've loved every bull you've drawn this year. With the BRNO.
And the SJBRA. Tinkerbell was fun.
And the SJBRA.
Tinkerbell was fun. I'm just saying. But
so far, the BRNO and SJBRA, every bull you've drawn this year, you've loved.
It's been really fun, yeah. 100%.
I need you to send me some sponsors. Dakota, I'll send you some sponsors here, and I'll help you fill out some sponsorships.
Oh, look. He'll be here tonight.
Who, Dakota? Yeah, he's on his way.
I know, I just said he'll be here tonight.
Goodness gracious.
I think we're out of questions.
We are. We're out of questions.
Wow. That's sad now. I'm kind of sad. I'm out of questions.
Well, let's see y'all in like 45 minutes. We're
See you,
here.
Dakota. I still gotta go get my gear bag out.
Right.
I just kind of left it up.
We'll see y'all later. We'll let him go and get his gear bag and get stuff set up, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.